Yo, what is up, guys? So we are playing the new Blackwings. Gonna be busting out the new boss monster. It's so easy to summon. It is a joke, okay? One thing with Simoon is it actually doesn't use up your normal summon. Literally, Simoon equals you just make the new, like, Blackwing Quasar. I don't know if I want to call it Quasar, but it's more like a Blackwing Towers, but immune to everything, and then you get a Snatch Steal monster. It's really dirty. So we'll sit back, wait for him to go for his play, and then I'll activate Desires. He'll probably activate an Ash. I'll throw down another one, or I don't know. We'll see. But literally, it's just this card, and you got a boss monster, and you get a Snatch Steal. It's actually pretty good. I thought at first Simoon would actually use up your summon, but it actually doesn't, and that's huge for the deck. It makes the deck a joke, like so incredibly easy to pull off this combo. But he's probably going to make an extensive combo. It's going to take a couple minutes, but we'll let him go for his play, because I'm about to Raigeki his field. Well, I'm going to Snatch Steal monster first, probably attack, depending on if I want to attack or not. It doesn't really matter. If they're all in defense mode, then I'm just going to blow them all up anyways. But we'll see what this guy does. He's playing the Dark Worm, Rip Pendulums, man, the new banless. So he's going to go ahead and search out I think it's any Zephyra spawn trap. And then with this, he gets to add any, what's it? Get any Supreme Geek Pendulum monster. And he's going to go ahead and add Zephyra Divine. Okay. And this card over here is it's pretty decent. And I'm not sure if he'll negate this. That's the thing. A lot of people won't. And I can just not activate the effect of my other card. Well, first off, we have to draw another Blackwing, but that's not exactly the hardest thing when you have like lots of draw power. I have 3 draw power cards, although one of them is kind of pointless. Well, for this turn at least. And this is kind of I would say like a very turn 1 oriented deck, turn 1 to 3. If you're not getting at the new Blackwing, well, I mean, you're still playing Blackwings at the end of the day, so watch out for that. So he's going to be able to. We have one unknown. Wait, one or two unknowns. I do know he has the Negate Anything card, which is hopefully what we can debate out relatively quick before the Simoon. It looks like he's going to draw another card. Hopefully he won't draw like Solemns. That's honestly what's going to be. 1 negation I can deal with. 2 negation is what will be hard. I mean, when I summon my monster, if he allows it to go through, I'm immune to everything anyways, so I'm totally just going to win. It might be just like a blowout, but we know he has, like I said, the Negate Anything card. And at the moment, there's 0 threats on board. It's just that one card specifically. And then we have a Bouncer. Okay. That again, not too big of a threat, but it is like a once per turn. He might not actually negate this. It all depends. But the thing is that it's not necessarily the effect, because this whole negating effect of being able to add the Black Whirlwind is pretty much irrelevant. The important actual effect that we need to actually go through, I'm going to start off with this. So we're going to go ahead and get Ashed. Alright. Alright, so the effect that I actually need to draw like a Blackwing plus another monster. Because, well, I need a Blackwing to like banish. So I have to draw 2 Blackwings off of this. And we drew 1. Which makes this makes it like much more difficult because I can't really even Icarus attack him. However, I can do that. Activate 2 of these. Because this card has to banish a Blackwing for its effect. Eventually. Okay, there we go. Yes. And so right now I want this. I mean, obviously I can crash, but I would still need my like normal summon, and I already know he's got the card that will negate my Icarus attack, which is kind of what I was hoping he would not do. But I mean, this doesn't really even do me any good, adding a Gale in this instance. Definitely want this though. Okay, let's get that out of the way real quick. And then, like I said, with Gale, it's really not going to do us any good because I would need another summon. We can go for this for another summon. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't really run over anything. I don't run Kalut in here. Had I had Kalut, yeah, it would have been good. Would have been able to attack over this. Would have been nice. Although, oh gosh, is it any Zephyr card? I forgot like the full effect of it. But go ahead and pass. But if I can still make Simon, we're good. We good. We might not get that option though. But I have to be careful with Icarus attack because he can just negate it at any time, and that might actually force me to take more damage than I would need to. I wish I had a face up level 4 because that would give me an Icarus attack target for pretty much for free. So for core. There's just like way too much free stuff on his end. But he can only go for one extra monster here. It has to be, what is it? It's like Zephyr Shadalka, so it's just that. I wish I had Black Sonic, so I can activate. I guess. What is this minus summon? So he's already pendulumed. But all I really need is, well, I feel like next turn, I don't even need this effect. All right, it's gonna. Okay, that's totally fine. That's not a threat at all. Thing is I want to get rid of like this card. I can't really get rid of. But I can snatch steal it. So I'm hoping I can get the effect of this off. If he I don't know if he'll negate this though. We'll see. We'll actually see. Let's see if he negates that. Actually, I need to check if I banished all my little like chicks, all the Allsters. Because if I banish 2 Allsters, then this is a no good zone. But I also get another card. So at the moment we're looking to snatch steal probably the Borealo Dragon. Actually, no, we won't be able to. Alright, so anyways, first things first, to get this card out, I'm going to have to go for this. It's almost something, heck yeah, dude. Triple whirlwind effects? Heck yeah, dude. Alright. Triple whirlwind, boys. And also, like, block 1 like makes a lot of things miss the timing. I do not need to activate that now. So we get to add all of them. We add them all, boys. Alright, so next thing we need to do, summon this. Bounds are going to negate that, okay. Totally fine, totally fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I have the thing or not, to be honest, though. Because, like, the only thing I would want to target would honestly be the other card, but at the end of the day, what's going to happen is I'm probably just going to steal his Bouncer. I guess you could technically steal the Bouncer back. But, I mean, you might as well have something, right? Now we can go for the full armor, the new boss monster, and then I'll probably Icarus attack just so there's not another like target on my board. I get to activate this. I can steal his Bouncer. Yes. I'm just gonna place a wedge counter on everything. Now, unfortunately, this card, it is immune to everything. However, this card can still crash with it. You cannot collude it, which is something actually pretty important. So we have wedge count on everything. So now we can just snatch steal any monster. I guess I could steal my own Blackwing back. And then, oh dude, this is actually pretty cute. So I could go for, oh, you know what? I don't have any zones, so yeah, taking this would actually be much better. So we're gonna go ahead and snatch steal that. And it's asking if he wants to use the Zephyr card, which he can't really make good use of anyways. But I can't exactly leave the Gale here because it could have actually cost me game. I still got my pot too, so I can potentially draw into I can draw into. Oh, I can draw into something. Another extra attack would be kind of cute too. I guess this guy is like, what? He's probably reading the card and freaking out like, dude, what the heck is this card doing, man? Alright, thank you, sir. Alright, so now we can attack over this, and then at the end phase, I can destroy everything with a counter on it. And then we can still technically keep that. I could also go into an apprentice, which, no. So, yeah, I could crash it, but this has a wedge counter on it, and this technically does too. And during the end phase, I get to destroy everything with a wedge counter. Now, this card has the effect where it's like it can reduce it, and then also it neither player can target it. But I'm just going to get some damage in right now, and we already know what the other card he has set is. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I don't know if he's going to try to chain it or what, but during the end phase, we're just going to blow it up. We will also technically lose the Bouncer for that effect. So he's... What? You're going to try to reduce me? But, bro, I'm immune to everything. I could technically crash. I could have crashed these two. But I want to keep him out. I want to see if he's got a response to it. And I guess we can just go ahead and... we do take 1,000 for that. We can go ahead and activate this effect, so it's going to destroy everything with the counters on it, which will include the Bouncer that we technically stole. But I kind of want to keep it on the field, where he's going to go ahead and strike it. So he's going to go ahead and banish it, but it doesn't matter. So we actually got that card debated. Oh, that's what we call a rage quit, boys. Alright, so anyways, let me go ahead and explain like some of the small little combos in the deck. And some of the more important things that you should learn in the deck. So this is kind of not necessarily as a turbo build, but basically the goal of this deck is to, of course, utilize the new card. And obviously we also showed off Slymoon, which actually is, I don't know if I would consider it a little bit broken right now, because it doesn't count your normal summon. It says if you control no Blackwings, you banish another Blackwing monster from your hand, and you can't special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for dark monsters. But you place a Black Whirlwind from your deck. Let me move these cards, because these were cards I was considering running. But the most important thing is, I didn't actually realize this. So basically, to sum up his effect, you banish a Blackwing, and then you get to place Black Whirlwind and summon him as a normal summon. Black Whirlwind then lets you search out your Oster. Then you can use whatever you banished and bring that back with the effect of Oster. So your combo here would be, it's literally just this card. Okay, this is all you need plus any Blackwing, and you will have this card. So you summon this card by banishing any Blackwing. Then you go ahead and place Black Whirlwind down, and then you will search off of Black Whirlwind Oster. You normal summon Oster again, because this doesn't count as your normal summon. It just, basically it's a special summon that counts as a normal summon. Because you still get your normal summon, then you just normal summon Oster and you just go bam, right there. But then you also have like another card, so your attack works quite well. There's a few set of combos that I wanted to mention in the deck though. So, because there's no, oh, you might be wondering, by the way, why there's no Collude. Collude does not work with this card because it's immune to everything, but that's still really good. I didn't know that you had that. I actually have a lot of gameplay footage, but I didn't know you could just summon him and you could still just normal summon this after, because it says normal summon and it doesn't say an additional, so that's why I thought that. But it's actually way better. Also, because of the Black Whirlwind that you get free, any additional Black Whirlwinds are broken with double summon, and I mean broken on some next level. We're talking so many free cards. You search out your entire deck. Okay. Also, I wanted to mention that Black Whirlwind makes a lot of things miss timing, whether it's like Ash or Ghost Ogre. They can't like get rid of, as long as you have one viable target. Okay, I made one mistake in my duel when I searched out the Vayu, this, and I believe Gale with, I believe, Simoon, I actually shouldn't have done that. I actually should have left Vayu as one more target for my Oster when it was summoned to actually activate Black Whirlwind's effect and make everything else miss the timing due to Black Whirlwind proccing its effect. So keep that in mind. That was just a small little misplay, but again, I'm mentioning it now. I just saw 3 cards. I'm like, yeah, dude. Honestly, I've been streaming for a while. I was playing some other games, but this card is actually like so broken in the deck because you get to search out everything. Plus, it actually allows you to summon Elfin, which if you don't have the like combo immediately, what you can do is you summon Oster and then you just double summon and then you summon Elfin the Raven. He lets you normal summon itself without tributing. It's kind of an awkward card, but it does let you target one monster your opponent controls and change its battle position. It's not really that big of a deal, but it just allowed another card to be like there in Blackwings. And at the most part, I just allure darkness it or just make the card go away. Another interesting card that didn't get showed off in the video, and at the end of the day, I actually have, hold on, I have like a few. New Blackwing is not OP. Let me show you guys this real quick because there's like this guy. We were playing, and I actually let him get out two of the new Blackwings. This is me playing the. Dude, I love this card. This card is amazing. But I want to show you guys the card is not that OP to deal with. It's actually a really easy card to deal with. A lot of people were saying that it was OP, but it's actually not that big of a deal because I've seen so many people do this. They go for Apprentice Witchling and they're like, oh, boost up the darks, but it doesn't work like that because it doesn't. It's immune to everything, including your own stats. So all you have to do is Hextrude. I get rid of that. And then I'm able to go ahead and I can attack over this. I get a bonus attack, and I'm going to boost myself up. That card's dead, and then now I can go ahead and just attack. I could have actually attacked over that card first and then attacked over it, but that's I would say it was a better play if I attacked over the other monster first. But I wanted to show you guys you can go so minus with this deck, it doesn't even matter. So he designators me. I even actually in this I think this is the gameplay where a Whirlwind activates and. It might be, but anyways, all that really matters is he's getting out 2 of them, 2 of the new like boss monsters. But like you can see, like the way you get rid of them is just it's so easy in majority of like what I would consider meta decks, right? You just go on Boiler and just crash into it. So he has all this. I'm gonna go ahead and Burning Mirror Force him and then get rid of everything. And even now I could. Even if I didn't have like burnt Blazing Mirror Force, right, and he wouldn't attack obviously through Golden Castle. I mean, that'd be a terrible idea, even though he just did it. He probably didn't read the card, whatever. He would attack once. He would have still had another monster. He probably would say, okay, I'm not going to attack anymore. I found out what happened with the Golden Castle. I would summon Hex. I would go ahead and activate its effect, pop 1 monster, attack over 1 monster, boost myself up, then I can crash. Or if it was to attack, multiple times, then I would boost myself up to over 3,000 and deal with it. So it really isn't that OP of a card. It depends on what deck you're playing. I understand some decks, like I was playing against a Mermail player, and like he had no cards in his entire deck that would have dealt with it. But anyways, now that I think I've explained most of the small little combos in it. Also, like the reason why I'm playing the Boras and the Chris, it just allows me to like, because after this card gets summoned, if you want to try to like maybe pop a back row, you can actually OTK quite easy with this. Like there's so many OTKs in this deck with the summoning of like multiple like monsters. And then if you have Samurai, the reason why you can't just attack with multiple Blackwings is because this one summons it in defense position. So if you get the free card, you just go into Samurai, and Samurai will hit for pretty much like double Blackwings anyways. It's kind of like the same concept. And then on top of that, so like a lot of times what will happen is like you'll make the boss monster, right? And then you banish Oster to place all the wedge counters, and then you snatch steal it just like I did. So like a lot of the plays in this deck that involve OTKs would be 4 Armor Master, and you special summon well, you snatch steal 1 monster. Let's just say, for example, you're stealing something like 2,500 attack, okay, 2,800 attack, whatever. This is a decent amount of damage, right? And then you follow it up with a Samurai or something like that. Usually it's going to be game, or if you even Icarus attack something, that's going to be game. And I actually really like Black Sonic in this deck. I think it's very viable because there are times where you can like debate someone. If you summon Gale Pass and like you set like 2 or 3 cards, I actually want to bump up Shrub Summer because every time they're going to be like, oh, it's Icarus attack. I know exactly what to do. Just, attack into the Blackwing. He won't have a target for Icarus attack. I'm just going to summon 1 monster. If that's the case, sometimes you can still Black Sonic and get really good value because it's banishing, right? Because they're like, whatever, even if the monster dies, if they collude me, I don't care, right? Because But if it's banished, then they do care. I don't know, like, it's a pretty good debate card. Even if you summon, like, one monster and you're waiting for next turn to summon another monster, like, you could summon this, like, pass. Because Kalut is just such a, like, a common card that people, like, expect you to have. But the main reason why I don't play is it doesn't work with Full Armor Master. I mean, yeah, you could summon Oster, have Kalut in hand, and just wait. But the problem is this card cannot be special summoned, so it doesn't work with a lot of other Blackwing cards. But then on top of that, it needs to be normal summon to get its effect anyways, and like I said, you can't special summon it. But I don't really like the play of summoning this and passing in hopes for a Kalut. But it has 1300 attack, so it doesn't... If it just had 1500 attack, I would consider playing Kalut, because I can just add straight up a Kalut. But a lot of times they'll expect you to have it in their hand, and so they'll summon like a few monsters, alright? They overcommit to the board because they summon one like trash monster, because they're like, I'm going to attack, if he drops Kalut, whatever, this is a trash monster. And then they realize their whole field's getting wrecked by Black Sonic. I love it, dude. It's a nice prank. I mean, I played the deck a few times tonight, and I mean, they don't really get rid of the Blackwing monster that often, especially when it's like a mediocre one, because they just usually, again, have that mindset of, I'm just going to summon a bunch of monsters, and if he has Kalut, whatever. If he has Icarus Attack, I guess whatever too. But like I said, I like this for Icarus Attack. Anyways, let's go over a brief little deck profile. This one was mostly based off of using the new cards, which I pretty much used all the new cards in the video. There's like a Blended Blackwing Trap. I forgot what it does. It's like some burn damage card for like this card. I never made it, but it's there. Alright. But anyways, we're playing 3 copy of Elephant. He's not very good, but it does let you technically make this faster, and that was the point of the video, was to showcase off the new like boss Blackwings. Made that guy rage quit, by the way. Yeah, like I said, this card is like really broken. Like literally just this plus any Blackwing, and you just go boom, boom, and then you get this, and then you have Ifrit. Well, you summon whatever. It doesn't really matter what Blackwing. It's so free, man. It's so free. Anyways, we got 3/3 and then 1 Chris, just because. Well, I mean. It's just, I mean, it is immune to spell and traps, but like I'd rather just have more Boros because you can special summon like for free, and they're lower attack. So theoretically, with like any other small attack boosts, there are sometimes cards, for example, that boost up both players' fields. Like it's like all darks gain a certain amount of attack, or all waters gain. It's like technically there's more like chances that you would have to work with Boros. Plus, with Chris, you can only special summon like one of them. So, like, it's fine. If you only play one, who cares about that, right? Triple Bora, I mean, it helps you OTK, really, and it also is, like, a debate for, like, Icarus Attack before you go for your plays. Then we have 3 Osters, 2 copies of Gale. Then we have 1 Ash Blossom, 1 Ghost. You can maybe bump this up. You can actually drop value if you would like to. However, I feel like you should at least play 1 because it can make things miss the timing. Basically through Black Whirlwind, your opponent can't really like, do anything to, of course, Oster, because Black Whirlwind is activating, and they can only really get rid of Black Whirlwind if they were to say Ghost Ogre. Makes things miss the timing. Then we have 3 Allures, 3 Desires, 3 Double Summons, 3 Raptor Ring Strike. So this is also where we play 3 Bora. So like pretty much whatever combo piece you need, you just special summon Bora, and then you just go activate Raptor Ring Strike, which this card was a quick play, so you can like dodge stuff, but how it works is you shuffle 1 Blackwing monster into your main deck, and you get to add 1. So it is inherently a neg-1, but it doesn't matter if you get this card. And that was kind of the point of the video, was to make that. And keep in mind that, like, even if you're like going minus with this, the amount of Black Whirlwinds that you can pull off. I mean, you guys saw that duel. I happened to, I think, have 2 of them. Like, I had so many free extra cards, it didn't matter. And I didn't really need those cards to win. It's just so I have, like, more consistency, and I have more allure targets, which I don't know if, I don't remember if we used any allures. But, basically, it's just, like, free extra cards. And, on top of this, the combo pieces are really important if you want to just bust this out. Because the point of this deck was, like, a turbo version of the new boss monster, Blackwing Full Armor Master. And anyways, wow, dude, we're 25 minutes for a Blackwing video? Dude, what the heck? Okay, anyways, I need to speed this up. Anyways, 3 Black Whirlwind. This is just spicy tech here, so I can summon this and just auto-win people. Because, okay, again, if they see that one, they'll be like, oh, it's always Icarus Attack. I gotta get Icarus Attacks before something. You Shrub Serpent them, and they surprise your bait. I'd probably, honestly, I'd probably max this out. I'm maxing this in every deck, alright? This card is so spicy. When you play against Lightsworn and they go, JD, blow up field, and you're like, oh, sweet, Ultimate Falcon game? Like, it's so dirty. It is so dirty. Especially, dude, I almost want to put 2 Ultimate Falcons in here because, like, I was gonna run 3. Honestly, I should run 3. Anyways, I think we're at the extra deck. Exterior, there's some targets. These are for like the shrub serpent. So I guess I have 2 targets. But you probably don't need more than 2 of these. You probably never will make this. I was gonna try to play that new card, but I kind of forgot about it. Honestly, we have Armor Master. He's pretty cool. At one point, I could have made Armor Master, and well, I needed another like zone. But if I had full Armor Master and this, it would have been cool because like I would already have that that wedge counter on it. I could have removed it and made something have 0 attack, and I could just be like, bam, 2,500 game. You know, there's times where that can be relevant. Then we have this gets piercing damage. Then wait, actually, this one doesn't have like a token or a wedge counter on it. But pretty much the rest of the cards are just kind of there. Apprentice Witchling does work with Black Warren, so keep this in here if you really need to search out like a specific card for some random circumstance. You're like, I really need a Gale right now, or whatever. You pump this what is it? It's gain 500. Okay, so Vayu would be at like 1,300. So you still couldn't search out most things other than Vayu, but you can't summon it. I think it has to be less attack than that monster. So I mean, if you get this card up, you pump out double the witch things, you got it. If this card legitimately had 100 more attack or 200 more attack, it'd be so much more viable. The reason why is because Oster would then search you out off of Black World and search you off of Gale, and then that Gale is like literally just straight free, and you can half something. This card used to be like a really amount. At one point it was like a 1 or something. But anyways, that's new Boss Blackwings, making kids rage quit with the new Boss Blackwings. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like on it though, and if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh decks in action as soon as they get announced, and that is the new Boss Blackwing deck.